We all know how an awful experience in our life can just pop up. A pop-up or an intrusive thought in the mind. Next thing you know, your body's tense, your heart rate, blood pressure goes up. You might even have your temperature rise, face get red. Excellent. We know that that can happen. So can the alternative. You and I have the power of the mind. Sometimes before we can get into the work required for therapy or changing our lives, sometimes we want to build in extra ways of relaxing. So along with the other tips we've talked about in the past, you might check out the one video Susan did on progressive muscle relaxation. There's a link above, and we have other videos on box breathing, as well as today we're going to look at guided imagery. So guided imagery visualization exercise, the acronym could be GIVE. So give this to yourself. Give yourself a break. And today we're going to go through the guided imagery visualization exercise together a little bit more slowly. Think back into your life, a time you could be when you were 5 or 10 or 15 or even a year ago, where you were at a very relaxed and peaceful state in your body. And think about that image. It might only have been for a minute or two, but that image is very important. You and I can call up an image like that in a guided way, and our heart rate, blood pressure goes down, tension starts to leave the body. Using the breathing, box breathing along with it, of course, it's a very valuable exercise. So to start off, of course, you and I would want to find a nice, peaceful place. As much as you can, a calm place without interruptions. To start off guided imagery, you'll call up one of those images. Personal example for guided imagery visualization is Silver Lake. Little Silver Lake north of Bobcaygeon, place where I frequented when I was a child, and I have fond memories there, and it's a very relaxing place. So let's use that as an example of how we would do guided imagery. We'd start off, we might lean back a little bit, be in a relaxed position, and we'd probably start off with the 3 to 5. 3 to 5 deep breaths or box breaths. Hand on the tummy, 80% full, hold on to that. Breathe out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold on to that. Pause. And as you get to the 4th breath, start to imagine that relaxing place. Silver Lake, maybe 20 kilometers north of Bobcaygeon. You pull in the driveway. Just park off to the right. And get out of the car and come along with me on this little trip down the path. We might even close our eyes if you're comfortable with that. As I close my eyes, I can use all the senses. Eyes, ears, nose, even tactile, your sense of touch. What do I see? I see the dark green cedar trees. I can smell the cedar too. Very prominent scent. As it's on the ground, I imagine I'm walking with my bare feet. It's a beautiful, soft path with all those rusty brown cedar leaves that dropped maybe a year or two ago, and they're fallen on the ground and they've compressed. Very soft on the toes and the feet. You walk along the path and you can feel the odd tree root. And you take another deep breath. You hold it, let it out slowly. Think about holding on to that tree for a second. You feel the ripples in the cedar bark. Very soft bark too. You might even pick up one of those branches and feel how soft that is. The fresh green ones would be cooler maybe, whereas the ones that are rusty and on the ground might have a little warmth to them. You can feel the warmth even if you put your hand on the ground or your feet on the ground. And as you're walking through this path, you're hearing the birds chirping, there's a grasshopper. You can hear that distinct sound on a warm summer day. They seem to actually play in unison with each other, synchronizing their song. Another deep breath, and you're thinking of the smell. Again, of the cedar and the water now. As you get closer to the water, a little frog pond over on the left, and you might smell a little bit of the water smell, the scent of maybe even some of the marsh-like qualities in that pond. Now, as I'm approaching the dock, you can feel the boards, and you wonder, they're soft, they're warm already, they've been warmed up by the sun already in the morning. And you walk out to the end of the dock, you see the glistening across the lake, the sun shimmering off the water, and little ripples here and there as the wind stirs up. Then there are other sections of the lake that just look like glass. How does that happen? It generates a little curiosity in your mind. I look off to the right and I see the big rock where we go and do our best to catch a bass. As we make our way out that path along the right side of the lake, we can even smell pine now. There are some pine trees out there, distinct from cedar. Again, thinking about everything that we're touching, smelling, hearing, and even the taste sometimes. You know, there are things that can relax us. I might have had a little candy. One of my favorite candies might have been a humbug. Grandma would give me a humbug once in a while, and I might have that humbug in my mouth, and I can taste that little bit of mint in there, as well as the sweetness of the candy. And I just want to make it last, so I'm not going to bite it right now. I'm just going to relax and make it last. So you're thinking of the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the touch, and even how you feel inside. Notice your body. Notice how the heart rate, the blood pressure lowers, the tension comes out of the shoulders. Pay attention to the body. Notice how this exercise as well has a way of pushing a lot of the daily struggles and troubles off to the side. Now come up and out of this exercise. One big breath. Open your eyes. And you can feel the difference in your body. It could even be lower than the green zone. It might be actually in a light green, kind of bluey zone, very relaxed. So guided imagery visualization exercise, or GIVE for short, give yourself a break. Practice an exercise like this. You might use your own voice. You might know someone. I love Susan's voice. You might use someone else's voice to take this exercise and record it. Play it over slowly and softly, even with background music that you like. Save it on your phone. Anytime you get extra tense and you have a few minutes, you could actually play this over and get your body back into the green zone. We think more clearly, we have the ability to be more polite and friendly, and really function a lot better in the green zone. Thanks again for watching our videos, joining our YouTube channel. Hit subscribe and you'll get access to more of our videos as well. We're working right along with you to keep ourselves in the best quality shape we can. Thanks, and take care out there.